Hello everyone. In this video, we will solve a JEE Mains previous year question based on the trigonometric identities. Let us carefully understand the problem and learn how to approach this type of question. This question was asked in January 2026 session. Let's get started. Let us first carefully observe the problem. In problem asks find the value of this function cosec 10 degree minus root under 3 sec 10 degree. So if we write this question cosec 10 degree minus root under sec 10 degree. So is this type of question first we break at is sine and cos function. So cosec that means 1 over sine 10 degree minus sec that means 1 over cos 10 degree. Now we LCM it sine 10 degree cos 10 degree that is cos 10 degree minus root under 3 sine 10 degree. Now we calculate one by one denominator and numerator. So numerator is cos 10 degree minus root under 3 sine 10 degree. Now we adjust 2 here, so that is half cos 10 degree root 3 by 2 sine 10 degree. Actually we want to use here cos of a plus b formula. So how to use here? So half that means cos 60 degree cos 10 degree as usual root 3 by 2 that means sine 60 degree and sine 10 degree. So we use here this formula. We write as a note cos of a plus b, that means cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So that equation now convert to 2 times cos of 60 degree plus 10 degree, that is actually 2 cos 70 degree. So we got numerator is equal to 2 cos 70 degree. Now denominator is sin 10 degree cos 10 degree, that is sin 10 degree cos 10 degree. We use this formula 2 cos theta sin theta is equal to sin of 2 theta, that is we use here sin 10 degree, so we adjust 2 here 2 sin 10 degree cos 10 degree, that is half value is sine of 2 10 degree, that means 20 degree. So we got separately numerator value and denominator value. Therefore numerator we put the numerator value, that is 2 cos 70 degree, and denominator value is 1 over 2 sine of 20 degree. So that is actually 4 cos 70 degree over sine 20 degree. So therefore we write cos 70 degree in this way. If we manipulate it 70 degree, that means 90 degree minus 20 degree over sine 20 degree. Here we use this note. We know cos of 90 degree minus theta is equal to actually sine theta, because cos and sine are changes in the 90 degree angles. So that is when it's 90 degree, that is 90 degree and 90 degree minus theta is here. So cos of 90 degree minus theta is equal to sine theta. Therefore we use here this identity. Therefore that is equal to 4. This cos of 90 degree minus 20 degree is equal to sine of 20 degree. Therefore sine 20 degree over sine 20 degree. These two terms are cancelled. Therefore this value is 4. This is given in the option 4. Therefore 4 is a correct answer. So overall the questions we actually break our terms in sine and cos function. Then we separately calculate the denominator and numerator. Then we get a simplified function is 2 cos 70 degree over half time sine 20 degree. In between we use two identity cos of a plus b formula, and second is 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to sine of 2 theta. Using these two identity we get This is equal to 4 cos of 70 degree over sine 20 degree. Here we use another identity is cos of 90 degree minus theta is equal to sine theta. Using this identity here we get that is actually 4 times sine 20 by sine 20, and sine 20 and sine 20 are cancelled. We got the answer 4.